This is the truncated version for 2020 of the Kol Nidre service on Erev Yom Kippur. Please keep in mind that my Hebrew is not perfect, so if you hear something that is different than what's on the page, please go with what's on the page. We begin on page 204 in the Machzor Lev Shalem with Or Zarua, which you sing a few times just to get people started. It sounds like this. Or Zarua Latzadik Ul Yishrei Lev Simcha. Or Zarua Latzadik Ul Yishrei Lev Simcha. Or Zarua Latzadik Ul Yishrei Lev Simcha. Continue at the bottom of the page, which you sing 3 times. Bishiva Shamala Uvishiva Shalmata Al Da'at HaMakom Ve'al Da'at HaKahal Anu Matirin Lehitpalel Im Havaryanim. Bishiva Shamala Uvishiva Shamata Al Da'at HaMakom Ve'al Da'at HaKahal Anu Matirin Lehitpalel Im Havaryanim. Bishiva Shamala Uvishiva Shamata Al Da'at HaMakom Ve'al Da'at HaKahal Anu Matirin Lehitpalel Im Havaryanim. You continue with the Kol Nidre prayer on page 205. You will sing it through 3 times. Each time you sing it, if you can, it should get louder and go up in pitch. I'm only going to sing it for you 1 time. This is a simple version of it. When I do it in Malkov Chapel, I do 3 different versions, each one more complex than the one before. If you'd like a recording of those, just let me know and I'll do that. But for now, I'm doing the simple one, and you'll just do this 3 times, each time louder and at a higher pitch. Kol Nidre v'yesarei v'charamei v'konamei v'kinuyei v'kinusei u'shvut din dana u'deishtevana U'dacharimna Bedi asarna Al nafshatana Miyom Kippurim zeh Ad Yom Kippurim Haba aleinu Letova Kolon Icharat Navahon Kolhon Yehon Sharan Shevikin Shevitin Betelin Umvutalin Laisharirin Velakayamin Nidrana la Nidre V'yesarana la esarei Ushvuatana la shvuot. And then you'll repeat that twice more. Then you pick up in the middle of the page, and this also gets repeated 3 times. ונזלח לכל עדת בני ישראל, ולגר הגר בתוכם, כי לכל העם בשגגה. ונזלח לכל עדת בני ישראל, ולגר הגר בתוכם, כי לכל העם בשגגה. ונזלח לכל עדת בני ישראל, ולגר הגר בתוכם, כי לכל העם בשגגה. סלח נא לעוונם הזה, כגודל חסדך, וכאשר נסעת לעם הזה, ממצרים ועד הנה, ושם נאמר. ויאמר אדוני, סלחתי כדבריך. ויאמר אדוני, סלחתי כדבריך. ויאמר אדוני, סלחתי כדבריך. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך לעולם, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Continue on the top of page 207 with Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach. The congregation will recite. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Aved. And then you recite. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Aved. You pause and read silently until you get to the last two lines. El Chai v'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Hamariv Aravim. You should always pause just a little bit after you sing Baruch Atah Adonai. The congregation will often sing Baruch Hu U'Baruch Shemo. Then you continue on the top of page 208. You're silent for Ava Olam, and you pick up at the triangle, 3 lines from the bottom. Ki hem chayeinu v'yorech yameinu uvahem nega yomam v'layla v'avatecha tasir mimenu liolamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. And the congregation will sing together. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Then you'll do, for the interest of expediency, V'ahavta paragraph will be done silently, and then you continue silently through page 209 until you get about 6 lines from the bottom. There's the little arrow, and you'll sing Adonai Elohechem Emet Emet ve'emunah kol zot v'kayam aleinu ki hu Adonai Eloheinu v'yein zulato v'anachnu Yisrael amo. Then you'll pause for the rest of it to be done silently. You'll turn to page 210 and you'll pick up at the first arrow, which is at the start of the second paragraph. Umalchuto beratzon kiblu alehem Moshe v'Miriam u'vnei Yisrael l'chanu shira v'simcha rabba ve'amru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot osef eleh Malchutecha ra'u vanecha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe zeli anu ve'amru Adonai yimloch le'olam aved v'nehemar kifada Adonai et Yaakov Ugalo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. Page 211. You can sing Hashivenu if you want to. I'll give you a melody, Craig Taubman's melody. Otherwise, you can just mutter it until you get to the Chatima. The melody, if you want to do it, is Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim Uvros aleinu sukat shalomecha v'tachnenu betza Tova milfanecha v'hoshienu leman shemecha Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Then you'll be silent until the Chatima at the arrow, the last 3 lines at the bottom of the page. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha Baruch atah Adonai Apodres Sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol hamo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Then on page 212, you skip the first paragraph because it's not Shabbat, and you sing the second paragraph. Ki vayom hazeh yichaper alechem letaher etchem mikol chatotechem lifnei Adonai titaru. Yitgadal shemei rabbah Bi'alama divrach iroteh Bi'amlich malchuteh B'chayechon v'yomechon V'chayedechol Beit Yisrael V'agala u'vizman kariv Yimru amen, amen Yesh merabah mevarach le'olam olamei amaya Yitbarach, Yitbarach v'yishabach V'yitpahar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha Brichu, brichu laleila leila Mikol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Damin ram be'alma V'yimeru amen. Then you do the silent Amidah. If you want, you can sort of hum Oseh Shalom Bimromav to bring the congregation out of that. Then we're going to skip a whole bunch of piyutim after the silent Amidah, and we're going to go to page 225 for Haneshama Lach. Haneshama Lach vehaguf polach chusa chusa al malach Haneshama lach vehaguf shelach Adonai haseh leman shemecha Atanu al shimcha Adonai aseh leman shemecha Bavur kavod shimcha, ki al chanun v'rachum shemecha, leman shimcha Adonai, v'salachta lavonenu ki ravhu. Some congregations may repeat these stanzas after you. If not, just keep going. Darkecha Eloheinu, laharich alpecha, Lera'im v'latovim, v'hi tehilatecha. Lemancha Eloheinu, aseh v'lo lanu, rei amidatenu, dalim v'rekim. Tale arucha Lalenidav tinachem alfar v'efer tashlichatahenu v'tachon b'masecha tereki enish aseh imanu tzedakah. Top of page 226. Then you'll be silent until the chatipa, the arrow, halfway down the page. Tavor al pesha timche asham, ki yom v'yityatse v'yamosham, tazin shavatenu v'tachshiv, menu mamar keyom, v'yikra v'shem Adonai, v'yavor Adonai al panav, v'yikra Adonai, Adonai, el rakum v'chanun, erech apayim, v'rav chesed v'emet, notzer chesed la'alfim, noseh havon v'fesha, v'chata v'nakeh. V'salachta levonenu achatatenu, unchaltanu. Selach lanu avinu ki chatanu, mechal lanu malkenu ki fashanu, ki ata Adonai tov v'salach, v'rav chesed lekol korecha. Then you're going to skip ahead to page 233, and you're going to pick up at the section where it's in bold, Shema Kolenu. The congregation is going to repeat each of these stanzas after you, so pause after you say each one. Shema Kolenu, Adonai Eloheinu, chus v'rachem aleinu, v'kabel b'rachamim uvratzon, et tfilatenu. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva, chadesh yameinu kekedem. Al tashlichenu milfanecha, v'ruach kodshecha, al tikach mimenu. Al tashlichenu lihetzikna, kichlot kochenu al tazvenu. And then you'll say quietly the first line of the next paragraph. Al tazveinu Adonai Eloheinu, al tirchach mimenu. Then you'll be silent through the rest of the paragraph. You'll sing Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu, and then silent until the Chatima, 3 lines from the bottom at the arrow. Uleman shimcha gadol timchol v'tislach lavonenu, kakatu b'divrei kodshecha, leman shimcha Adonai, v'salachta lavoni ki ravhu. Then you're going to skip the piyut at the top of page 234 and go directly to where it says vidui and pick up there, about 2/3 of the way down the page. Anu azefanim beata rachum v'chanun, anu kesheoref beata erech apayim, anu malei avon beata malei rachamim, anu yameinu kitzel over, beatahu shnotecha lo yitamu. Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu, tavo levanecha, tefilatenu, mi'al titalam, mitechinatenu, she'en anachnu azefanim, u'kshe'oref lomar levanecha, Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu, tzadikim anachnu v'lo chatanu, aval anachnu v'avotenu chatanu. Then on the top of page 235, the congregation will sing together. Ay, 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 Ashamnu, Bagadnu, Gazalnu, Dibarnu Dofi, ay, 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 Hevinu, Vahirshanu, Zadnu, Chamasnu, Tafalnu Sheker, ay, 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 Yatznu Ra, Kizavnu, Latznu, Maradnu, Niatznu, Sararnu, Avinu, Pashanu, Tsararnu, Kishinu Oref, ay, 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 Rashanu, Shichatnu, Tiavnu, Tainu, Titanu. And then you'll sing sort of under your breath. Sarnu mitzvotecha, umi mishpatecha hatovim, velo shavalanu. I sing the rest of the paragraph silently. And then we'll skip over these piyutim and go directly to the Al-Chet on page 237. You lead the congregation in by quietly singing Al-Chet shechatanu lefanecha be'ones uvratzon. And then you'll be silent until the arrow leading into the chorus, and you'll sing Al-Chet shechatanu lefanecha b'yetzer hara, v'al-Chet shechatanu lefanecha b'yodeim u'v'lo yodeim, ve'al kulam elo aselichot, salach lanu mechalanu kaper lanu. Then you lead them in with Al-Chet shechatanu lefanecha b'chachashuv chazav. You're silent until the arrow on the top of page 238. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha be'einayim ramot, ve'al chet shechatanu lefanecha be'azut metzach, ve'al kulam elo aselichot, selach lanu mechalanu kaper lanu. You lead in with Al chet shechatanu lefanecha bifrikat ol. You're silent until the arrow, about 2/3 of the way down the page. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha bitzumet yad, ve'al chet shechatanu lefanecha b'timhon levav. And this time you'll do the double version of it if you want to. You can sing the regular one I did for the first two, but if you want to give it a little utz, I'll sing you the version we do for the end. Mi'al kulam elo aselichot, selach lanu mechalanu kaper lanu. Mi'al kulam elo aslichot, slach lanu mechalanu, slach lanu mechalanu, kaper lanu. And then you're silent through the next paragraph, and you say out loud the last 3 lines. Ve'ata rachum v'chabel shavim, ve'al hatshuva merosh yiftachtanu, ve'al hatshuva einenu mi'achalot lach. Then you're going to go directly to page 243 for Avinu Malkeinu. And you're going to do it very similar to how you did the Al Chet. You're going to lead the congregation in and then do some stuff out loud. So you do the first line out loud quietly. Avinu Malkeinu chatanu b'lefanecha. Then you're going to daven silently to yourself until you reach the section in the middle that's bolded that has the arrow. You will say each line, and the congregation will repeat it. Avinu Malkeinu, achazirenu b'tshuva shlema lefanecha. Avinu Malkeinu, shelach refuah shlema lechole hamecha. Avinu Malkeinu, zochrenu b'zikaron tov lefanecha. Avinu Malkeinu, kodvenu b'sefer chayim tovim. Avinu Malkeinu, kodvenu b'sefer gula v'yeshua. Avinu Malkeinu, kodvenu b'sefer parnasa v'chalkala. Avinu Malkeinu, kodvenu b'sefer zechuyot. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, kodvenu b'sefer selicha umchila. Then you'll daven to yourself silently through the bottom of that page, and you'll pick up on the top of the page, saying the last line before the bold quietly to lead them in. Avinu Malkeinu, oseh lemancha, im lo lemanenu. Avinu Malkeinu, chanenu vanenu. Avinu Malkeinu, chanenu vanenu, ki ein manu maasim. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. And you continue again and sing, if you want. Avinu Malkeinu, chanenu vanenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu v'hanenu, ki ein banu ma'asim. You turn to page 245 from there for Kaddish Shalem in the second half of the page. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach yiroteh, v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kari v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'olam le'olmei almaya, yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei nekudesha. Brichu, brichu le'ela le'ela, min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damin ram me'alma v'yimeru. Amen. Titkabal tzlodachon u'vadachon, dechol Yisrael kodamu v'hon d'ishmaya v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Then on 246, if you feel like you have the time and want to sing it out loud, you can. If not, you can do this silently, but you do the regular Shabbat melody. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hachol, latet gedula lioseh reshit, shelo asanu k'yuyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot hadama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gohor aleinu kechol hamonam. V'anachnu korim, mishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech, malkei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. And then in the interest of expediency, you can leave it there, or you can do the next paragraph if you want to. You're going to pick up at the very end of page 246, the last three lines. Kakatuv b'toratecha, Adonai yimlach le'olam v'ed. V'nemar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu v'yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Then on page 247, you'll recite the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach yiroteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'yimru Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach li'olam yolmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, dan min ran b'yalma v'yimru Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Then you do Psalm 27 on page 248. You'll sing the beginning. LeDavid, Adonai ori, v'ishi mimira, Adonai maoz chayai mimi afchad. And then you do the bottom of the page. There's a nice song for this, starting at the arrow. Lulem anti, lirot betuv Adonai, be'eretz chaim, be'eretz chaim, kaveh el Adonai, chazak ve'yametz libecha, kaveh el Adonai, ve'kaveh el Adonai. That's by Joanna Dolkin. And then on page 250, this is optional, but if you want to do Yigdal, you can do Yigdal. יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח, בנצב ינהט על מציאותו, אחד ואין יחיד כייחודו, נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו, אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף, לא נערוך אליו קדושתו, קדמן לכל דבר אשר נברא, ראשון ואין ראשית לראשיתו, הינו אדון עולם לכל נוצר, יורה גדולתו מלכותו, שפע נבואתו נתנו, אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו, לא קם מישראל כמשה עוד, נביא מעמיד את תמונתו, תורת אמת נתן לעמו אל, על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו, לא יכל לפעל ולא ימיר דתו, לעולמים לזולתו, צופה ויודע סתרנו, מביט בסוף דבר בקדמתו, גומל איש חסד כמפעלו, נותן לרשע רע כרישתו, ישלח לקץ ימים משיחנו, לפדות מחקקי את ישועתו, מתים יחיה אל ברוב חסדו, ברוך עד שם תהילתו, מתים לחיה אל ברוב חסדו, ברוך עד שם tehillatto. And that is the Kol Nidre service truncated version for 2020.